What bike did I get? Cross the fingers. Customs. Hi guys, I decided to buy a new bicycle. It's not mean that I got tired of my old one. The thing is, over the past year, I've formulated requirements for myself and for bike, realizing that it's time for an upgrade. I searched for a bike for a while, about a month or two, not obviously, just in the evening. I knew the routes I wanted to ride, the gear I would carry, and the time of year it would all happen. In other words, I had all the details figured out and I set the bike requirements based on that. But here's the kicker. I live in Montenegro, where you can't just buy any bike you want. You can only buy what's available. And the options are limited, especially when it comes to bicycles. The natural beauty here is amazing and the weather is fantastic, but it's definitely not a technical paradise for cycling. In short, there was no bike here that matched my needs. So I determined the type and model I wanted and started searching worldwide, trying to find a way to get it here. Keep in mind, even postal delivery is no easy feat. They would slap you with a hefty bill for delivery, especially for a bike, and even more so for a bike that costs more than 100 euros. I turned to Google and found a bike. Clearly, it wasn't a mainstream option. Then I looked for something cheaper and closer, not wanting to travel all the way to America and get back. And I found it in Slovenia. Yes! I checked the map. It was around 800 kilometers by car one way. I sent an email to the store with a list of questions, and yes, they had the bike in stock. They also offered some extra goodies and they said they would give me a tax-free receipt. The only things I would need to change was the tire, as the stock ones weren't great. Strange, considering they are considered some of the best tires. But the replacement option looked good, so I was sold on it. I was thinking about the purchase, considering that my budget was limited despite a pretty significant discount. Even with the additional expenses of driving there and back, the tax-free receipt helped ease the financial hit. The gasoline for a 1500 kilometers journey, the toll roads and accommodation all added up, but I decided to go for it. I picked a day close to the weekend and set out at 6 in the morning. My journey would take me through Bosnia and Croatia. In Bosnia, I would tackle mountain roads, while in Croatia it was going to be a highway, one of the most beautiful in Europe, but also quite costly, 31 euro from the Bosnia border to Zagreb. I would spend the night in Zagreb with my son, then head to Ljubljana, Slovenia for the bike stores. From Zagreb to Ljubljana is only 150 kilometers on the highway, so I would easily reach it in about 2 hours. Now you must be wondering, what bike did I get? I will reveal that in this video. I will tell you and show you. Just like that, in a blink of an eye, I covered 800 kilometers, had a burger in McDonald's and reached my destination. I spent night there and in the morning I drove to the store. Good morning. I had my coffee and set out to Ljubljana. Let's see how quickly I can manage this. To travel the Slovenian highways, I purchased a vignette for 1 week which cost me 16 euros. So, this first store. Here I need to pick up 2 Garmin gadgets. Unboxing, reviews, all of that awaits you in other videos. I got them. It's a headlight and a radar with a rear light. They also provided me with a receipt for tax compensation. Now I'm off to other place. Here I need to buy a Leatherman multi-tool. I got it without tax receipt, but with a huge discount. Finally, it's time to pick up the bicycle. The store is called Špica and is located in Kamnik, 30 kilometers from Ljubljana. They are specialized dealers. I'll be honest, my bike is not specialized. I haven't earned that yet. Here it is, a beauty. It's a Merida E-Silex 600. In addition to the bike, I need to grab an extra battery and a few others bits and pieces. Now the bike is packed up and I collected the additional items. They handed me the receipts and I can load up and head back. I'm back to the same place where I spent the night. Morning, coffee, and off I go back home. Customs. Now the task is to stamp all the papers. So the first one is close. Cross the fingers. I did it! I did it! Whoa! I'm in Montenegro! Great, great! Whew, I'm nervous a lot. So I have less than 200 kilometers left and that's it, I'm at home. Now I'll need to mail these documents to the stores and most importantly, I hope they don't get lost. Let's keep moving. So folks, you have something to look forward to. Reviews of the new bike, tests of both the internal and external batteries range, taking into account my mountain terrains, as well as reviews, unboxing and tests of the little bike and gadgets I bought. But first I'm going to enjoy my new bike. Subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Give it a thumbs up because, well, I'm doing a great job. And leave questions in the comments. See you in the new videos.